Yes guys, how's it going? Emmett here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be discussing value and something known as the problem solution cycle. This one wasn't coined by me, I learned it from Alex Hormozy, but I'm going to discuss it and use it to apply it to the principle of value nonetheless. So I'm just going to jump straight in. As you can see here, this is essentially the problem solution cycle as a diagram, as a flowchart. You initially start with a problem, you solve the problem for them, but having solved this problem, you present them with a new problem. They have an issue that they didn't realize that they had. They've only discovered it whenever they solve the initial problem. And the whole idea is that you want to be able to provide a new solution to these new problems that come. And the real value is provided whenever you can do this continuously and keep on doing it to the stage that for every new problem that comes up, you always have a new solution. Where does this come into play with social media and social media marketing as well, or even just business growth in general? But for the sake of the video, we'll keep it based on social media. Let's say, for example, there's a company, okay, and they have no social media presence. So no social media presence. You're probably thinking, how do we come up with a solution for this? Obviously, the answer is going to be give them a social media presence. So the solution is going to be create a social media presence. And yeah, great. You've managed to solve a problem for them. They had no social media presence and you've solved it. And now they do have a social media presence. And that's essentially one step of solving a problem and alleviating the pain of them not having social media presence. That is you creating value in a very binary one step process, but it is still value being created. Now, where does this link back to the problem solution cycle? You're probably thinking, yeah, problem solution, what's the new problem? The new problem is more than likely going to be, I'll take another box. No one. Actually, I don't like the size of that, so I'm going to do another. But, so, copy. No one can see their social media presence is going to be the new problem. And I'm actually going to take a wee box for this as well. A text box just so you guys can see this new problem. And then up here there's going to be solution, and up here is going to be problem again. So problem, solution, new problem. No one can see their social media. What is going to be the new solution to this new problem they didn't even know they had? The solution is going to be, no, it's the same size, right? No one can see their social media. So the solution is going to be get viewers to see social media through paid advertising. And that is your new solution to the new problem. And I'm going to take new solution here as well. And that is real value. That is where real value comes in, because not only have you solved their initial problem and provided value in one very binary linear state, you have presented them with a new problem that they didn't even realize they had, having solved their first one, and also been able to solve the new problem that's come up with a solution that provides even more value than before. Obviously, that's the solution here in itself. Yeah, it's great. You gave them a social media presence when they didn't have one previously. Is that necessarily going to do anything for their business? Not really. Maybe people will be able to follow them, like them, whatever, but is that actually going to translate into any more business, into any more customers, and ultimately revenue? That's what you're looking to do. If you're paying someone to do something, you want to be able to get a return on that investment. Probably not, but there's obviously a new problem off the back of that, and the problem is that there's no money coming into the business having solved the problem. You can go ahead and solve that new problem by implementing something that can actually get a return on investment, and that's paid ads. So through the paid ads, through the new social media presence, you've managed to solve two problems for them, and they're in a better position than they were before because there is more money flowing into the business, and the value is created whenever there's more money coming in, and they don't really have to do anything more themselves. Ultimately, all they have to do is pay their ad spend, pay your fee for managing these ads, and ultimately the goal is to then get more business. I suppose I'll take a new one here just, and we can call that call this the end goal, and this is just more business. And then obviously there's going to be very happy customers. I'll give them a body as well, who's kind of ungenerous. But yeah, obviously there's going to be more business, and the customer's going to be very happy as a result of this. And all of that is based off of them initially having a problem, you providing a solution to that problem, new problem as a result of having solved the first one, and a new solution to that new problem. And the whole goal is that you want to be able to get them more business, because that's what it comes down to. Business is, it's the money business, it's a money game, and ultimately people aren't going to spend, and they're not going to give you money if you cannot create value for them. And more often than not, this value is going to be in the form of money. Obviously, for the social media presence, it's maybe in the case that you're just saving them time, but whenever it comes to big bucks and big value, it's about giving them more money and more return into their business. And that's where you'll really get paid and you'll really create value. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to take this a step further and just come up with even more problems off the back of this, just so you can really get an idea of it. So if we'll get rid of this, and we'll get rid of this as well as horrible drawing. I can't, so I'll just move it out of the way. So new problem is going to be they've got all these viewers seeing their stuff, but they can't convert them into customers. They cannot convert the viewers. So what you're going to do is you're going to provide a new solution to that again, and this can be very vast. This could be anything. This could be create better content. You can throw in calls to action, DM, something that actually encourages people to then go and purchase. Or you can do appointment setting, actually getting them booked in on behalf of the business, because the business owners don't have time actually because they're running their own business, they don't have time to go ahead and handle all these new inquiries that you're managing to get for them. You can do appointment setting. You can do that using automations. If you were able to automate text backs to each new fresh lead, or each new fresh viewer, each new fresh inquiry, it's as if they are being seen to by the business, by the owner, and they're not sitting going, oh, well, these guys aren't getting back to me, let me take my business somewhere else. And that's just me taking it a step further. That was really just for the sake of it. So how many steps is that? New problem. If I and new solution again. So that is one problem, one solution, one new problem, one new solution, one new problem again, or two new problems and two new solutions. And yeah, I could keep going. All of a sudden it could be, oh, well, we want to hire a new member of staff, how do we do this? And that's another problem, and then you give them another solution by just bringing them more business. That can literally just be by scaling up the ads. But you guys get the picture, and this is where value comes in. This is where you create value. You solve people's problems with a solution that actually is fitted to the problem, and if you want to keep creating real value on a longer term basis, it's about making those new problems and finding new solutions to those. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I hope you get some value from it. But yeah, again, thanks for your time, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.